hate that guy.
They
Hi,
call
Cole.
me- Oh, sorry. Hi, Mike. I wasn't in the middle of about to do an impression of what Craig is, but that's fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. It's been what, 2-3 weeks since we've done a podcast. Originally, Cole and I were planning on doing a Resident Evil 7 playthrough / podcast thing, since Cole had never played the game and Resident Evil 8 is about to come out. But the first time we tried, I ran out of memory and the recording just stopped halfway.
And not to say that it wasn't like, oh, we just played a little bit. We played a good amount of time on that game.
Yeah,
And
like yeah. Far enough in that redoing it would have been annoying. And then we did try redoing it. Oh, go ahead.
Well, mind you, I want to clarify here. We got all that way in, and then as we stopped for the session, Mike just tells me, "Oh no!" After we've done everything, we lost the recording. It stopped recording in the middle of this, so it's not a matter of we didn't know, or we were in the middle of it and then we knew. It was we finished everything we wanted to do for that session, and joke's on you guys, it did not work at all.
Right.
Damn it.
So I went out, I got an external hard drive. Figure that's never going to be a problem again. We record another playthrough of it. We nail it. We're hilarious. The gameplay is great. I upload it. YouTube strikes it. It was worded dumb in the email, like just vague enough. Figure, YouTube's pretty notorious for this. It's an A-rated game. It's violent. I figure whatever. So I dispute it. Haven't heard back from them for a couple of days. Then I hear back from them. Hey, we're not going to strike you, but you still can't put this up. All right. That's fine.
That's great.
Whatever. Yeah, this is great business you're running here. Just step on the little guys trying to start up. That's cool. No, whatever.
Let me just put out content for my friends.
Right. So
YouTube always screwing me over. Literally, they're after me. I wake up, YouTube's there telling me I can't sleep. I go to the bathroom, YouTube's there. Hey, you can't use that toilet paper. YouTube's there.
Not until you watch like 4 unskippable ads and take a survey on the ads.
Would you like to take a shower? Watch these 2-minute ads. Damn it.
So
one thing I'd like to interject here with, as we're ripping on YouTube here, I get ads for this one product here that I won't say the name of it is, but it's the soap ad, and I hear it like 4 or 5 times a day, and it's like a 15-minute long ad. So just to say this, I like to put YouTube on while I'm doing something else so I can listen to a video or a podcast or what have you. And then I realize as I'm listening to it, they talk about the soap, and I'm like, no, fuck, stop. I'm looking for my phone to turn off the ad. I hate it so much. And now I know what you're saying. You're like, oh, Cole, why don't you just buy the YouTube Premium? And I think to myself, well, fuck that. I'm not giving YouTube my money. I was around for when it was free. I'm going to stick around for free content.
I remember the stars.
The stars?
Yeah, instead of the thumb up, thumb down, it was the 5 stars.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about YouTube ads real quick, I don't know if you've seen the ads for that. I think it's Prodigy. It's like a little kid's math game, but it's like an RPG.
I have not. This sounds interesting.
Oh. Yeah, I thought so too. So basically, it's like if Pokemon was math homework. So I thought, all right, I'm a 30-year-old man. I can beat this super quick. I choose like first grade math, and like 3 battles in, I had to quit because I just didn't know any of it. Like, it was first grade.
That's a step back and reevaluate where you're at in life kind of moment there.
Oh well.
I can see why we're doing this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say YouTube collecting their, getting their shit together and not putting out those terrible ads or allowing me to at least say I don't want to see these things anymore. Give me some other terrible ad to wreck my brain with, not just this fucking soap one. I can't deal with it.
Right.
Now, as Mike was describing here, our Resident Evil playthrough, we also want to go through and see like what other games, I guess, people would want to see us play because Resident Evil sound fun, but if we're gonna get striked or it not be able to be put up, that seems like it's not going to be
Right.
an easy process for us. We have to find what people want to watch while also fits within the guidelines of what we can show
Right.
here.
And if you do want to see Resident Evil, it's not I can't imagine it's completely off the table because like there's worse stuff on YouTube. Maybe one day I'll try just recording the first half, see if I can get it uploaded. Maybe like if I try it again, they'll let us do it.
Oh,
So like
right.
if I could get, let's say up to the first boss fight uploaded, then yeah, we could probably pick back up. But if there are other games people wanted to see, that's fine too. Uh we're not I've got
We're not against trying it.
yeah. I've got a Game Boy Advance emulator, since I'm doing the Golden Sun playthrough with Steve. Everybody has a Steam account. Any suggestions, toss them our way. We'll look into them.
We will. Aside from, I think, Mario Does Typing, I'm going to refuse to just ever play that game.
You're missing out. It's game of the year. 10 out of 10.
Game of the year. Gonna have to play it. One of these days, a year down the road or so, they'll just see a Mario Does Typing.
If we get
Just throw
50
it up.
subscribers, you have to do Mario typing.
50?
50.
We'll be lucky. All right. I mean, I'll commit to it.
All right. It's out there.
50 subs.
No takebacks.
We'll see how long I go for. Maybe I'll love it and do just a complete playthrough.
It'll be the only game you play anymore.
That's right. Leave me alone. Cole, do you want to play Resident Evil 8? No. Fuck you. I'm playing Mario Teaches Typing. Cole, do you want to play Outriders? What did I say about Resident Evil? Answer still the same.
Does it have Mario in it? Is he teaching typing? No, then I don't want to play it.
Get out of my whole life. Take a step back. Maybe rethink your question to me. If it's about Mario, then yeah, I'll listen. If he's teaching me to type, then I'm definitely there. I just say we'll go through and try to come up with something on our end as a playthrough, but hopefully here we can get some good suggestions. Like,
yeah,
we're not opposed to any genre. It's just a matter of what you guys would want to hear us talk about. Like, we could go through and try playing through Little Nightmares or Little Nightmares 2 because that came out recently. Or something old, something like, I don't know, Mario Teaches Typing.
Real quick, I know you said any genre. None of those weird anime porn games on Steam. Come on, guys, don't make it weird.
Right, of course. Those are
Even
the
though
ones that... Go ahead.
I did accidentally buy a couple dozen of them, but whatever.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
Just don't
right.
suggest we play them. That's all I have to say. Or if you do suggest it, we'll have to move platforms, and I won't be there when we play
it. That's probably for the best.
Right. Now, some of the things that I thought have looked cool out there, like I talked about it last time, but with Outriders coming out now, and that's going to be on Xbox Game Pass, we could probably try to do something with that. Just because it's free and it would be an interesting playthrough. Hopefully they get that shit all corrected because trying to play through it that other time. I've tried the demo a couple more times here since we've last talked about this game, and the servers on it are still just shit. I can't get playing games with anybody on it. Like I try to join a random thing and it like I just sit in the menu, so I always have to play solo. Hopefully they're the Xbox version of it and the server connection on there should be good. And I read that it's cross-play, so that's another option. Or I can just let you know about it next time we come through because I'm going to
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah. Yeah, you play it and let us know how it is.
Give you a review.
Yeah. An
I think
in-depth
that's
review.
worthwhile. In depth,
Mm.
I'm not a detailed enough person to be able to give you an in-depth review, but
Well,
I'm going to try. What are you looking forward to anything? Because that's what I have on my list is Outriders release. So,
right.
what about
I haven't
yourself?
really been paying too close attention to games coming out. Obviously, there's still Resident Evil 8, but everybody's sick of hearing everybody else talk about that game.
Right.
Not Shin Megami 3, their remake is coming out in May, so soonish. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But
And you've played
honestly,
that before?
yeah, when I had a PS3, it was on the marketplace, so I managed to get like oh 10, 15 hours into it.
Seems classic for us here. Get into
Right.
an RPG and then stop playing it.
Well, it is notoriously difficult. Like I got that far in and realized that I didn't build my team correctly. I didn't have the right demons, so I was basically stonewalled and I just decided no, I'm not. No.
I'm just gonna stop playing this for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. Um, I mean, as we talk about, those are great games, and I wish I could be able to go through and burn through them faster. But there's a reason why I go through and play the shorter action games now because they just can't keep me focused.
That's why my go-to game lately has been that house flipping game on Xbox.
What? That's just going through and rebuilding houses for people, or what?
Basically, yep, you just go into a house, you knock down walls, you put walls up, you build rooms, you decorate it, and you sell it.
Sounds like an adventure. I mean,
It
going
and
through and trying to. Is there like conflict?
nope, you just
Okay.
like you'll go to a house and you can do whatever you want to the house. You can, you can't like expand upon it, but whatever. And there's like 4 or 5 different sets of NPCs that are looking to buy houses, and they each have different requirements. Like the family needs more bedrooms and bathrooms.
Okay.
The business guy needs an office. Some lady wants all the rooms painted like primary colors, that kind of thing. So you can tailor houses to like sell to those people, but
Sure, sure. It's this is a real time killer for you then.
it is. Whenever, I listen to a podcast or something, I'll just mute my TV and redesign a house while I'm, listening to a podcast.
What a fun time for you there.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a similar process on my end, I guess, because as you would say, that's the like a relaxing game for you and whatnot. I have been spending my time playing like NBA 2K 21 because that just got to Game Pass. So all I do is I'm playing basketball, but listening to videos or what have you on my phone there. So it's basically just second nature. I'm shooting baskets, but also just focusing on whatever thing I'm listening to, like a book or a
Right.
podcast or something. So I see our commonalities here are pretty great because we both don't give a shit about what's actually being played.
Right.
It's just something to do while we're doing something else.
That's exactly it.
It's good. I mean, that's how I go through and I keep up with, other content and things like that. It's just like, I need to do something with my hands while I'm watching this,
Right.
YouTube video
Like if
or keep.
I'm listening to an audiobook or something, like I can't just sit there and stare at my phone while words come out of it. Like I have to be doing something. So I'll just,
Right.
play a game.
That's the best way to go about it. That or, doing or like working out or something. That's what I do anyway.
I
But
don't.
we all know that, Michael. Yeah, I would say we can go through and figure out what's best to meet our both of our needs kind of thing while we try to make a gameplay content for them.
Right.
It doesn't have to be something where it's too involved where we have to super focus on that versus going through and just talking over a gameplay. So
Right.
keep that in mind, people.
Yeah, we don't have very long attention spans, so just
it's
something
got to be
simple.
it's got to be put up into your brain there that whenever you choose, make it make it a simple man's game.
Yeah. Like I flunked out of a first grade math RPG, so obviously you know what you're working with.
Somebody's gonna at least pick something very difficult for us, and it's gonna be like, God dang it!
Right?
And
I
that's
don't want
what
to
we'll
do this
choose.
anymore. Our fans are mean.
Yeah, that's what we'll choose to pick out of all
Yeah.
of them. What's the worst one that they could pick? Let's play Crusader Kings 3. Just involved as heck.
Yeah.
Although that is a great game. I have that.
Of
That's a
course you
fun one
do.
as well. I play that with a couple of our other friends as well. Maybe we'll bring them on and we'll talk about it at a time. But speaking of other friends, Mike, do you want to let these people know what our adventure was this last Friday?
Yeah. All right. I'll lead us off. Like Cole just mentioned, I, and a group of our other friends have started a D&D campaign. Uh, our friend Jimmy is the game master. I'm a bard. What are you,
Ooh.
Cole?
I'm a rogue. I'm the rogue of the group. The cool guy hangs off on the side and makes his friends
Runs
have
around a
less
cave
money.
while all his friends are fighting monsters and falling down cliffs. Yeah.
They don't know that part yet.
Right.
Yeah, so we have a rogue, a bard, two Goliaths in our group, one being a monk and another one being a
Barbarian.
barbarian. And then our last party member is a half orc druid.
Yeah.
His name is Rotanaj, and he goes by the janitor of the wood. When I read that the first time, obviously, if any of you Scrubs fans are out there, uh, that's what I believe it's a call to. He wouldn't ever fully admit it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And so the janitor in that show fakes being a doctor, and he just spells janitor backwards, which is Rotanaj. So that's where I'm assuming he had to have been watching Scrubs recently.
Oh, well, he put a lot more thought in his name than I did.
I just went through and did a random generator thing. I
Wow.
was, yeah, I wasn't too backstory driven on my character until our DM was like, "You got to fill this thing out. I need some story for you." I'm like, okay." Grab some cliff notes off of people's ideas on Reddit. And like, oh, that's cool. Let me amend it a little bit so
Yeah. Oh,
it's
that's a
not
good idea.
stealing.
Let me steal it.
Yeah, I said amend it a little bit to make it similar to what I want. So, needless to say, my backstory is way better than everybody else's.
I don't know. Mine's pretty good.
Let's hear yours then. You're gonna
I
say
can't
let's
tell
what? You
you
can't.
everything. Like it's
You
I
can
mean,
tell me some
once
things.
it's brought up while we play D&D, I'll tell you or I'll
Oh my
talk about it
god.
on the show, but for right now, I can't
You're gonna
spoil.
keep it a
I'll
secret.
what I'll tell you is my character is aggressively racist towards dwarves.
Great. Can't wait for this to come out. As soon as we find our I think that's what our first quest is, to go through
Yeah.
and find a dwarf. So,
Yeah, well,
okay.
don't let
Uh
me be the first one to find him.
we're gonna have to keep you back from this guy.
Yeah.
He's
You
got
thought what
gold
I
for
did to
us.
those goblins were bad.
Right, okay. So, just so you guys are aware, our quest is pretty simple. We've been hired by this dwarf to bring this like caravan to some small town, deliver these goods. We basically go through, find that when we get to the town, the guy's not there, and we have to go and search for him. We get to that point when we backtrack, find this path where we have to go through and see that there's been a scuffle and follow along that here. It's been, needless to say, a very tough time to keep everybody on page because we argue so much. And then when we argue, we get super sidetracked, or as as our DM put it, we question the wrong things that we should be questioning. And when we go along in this adventure here, we find this outlook or cave or something like that, where we hear that these goblins have holed up in, and we have to go in and try and get to them.
We found out there's goblins in there because of me. I'm not saying I carry the team, but I kind of carry the team.
So we get into our first encounter with some goblins, and Mike, since you're bard, can go through and what's the spell? Charm?
Yeah, I can charm humanoids.
Right. So Mike charms one of these goblins to give us some more information here. Mike, do you want to tell him what you gathered and what you did to our goblin friend?
Which one? The first time or the second time?
We'll go with the first time here.
All right. So I charmed a goblin named Tony, and he
Now,
told
mind
us
you, his name wasn't Tony. He
his
he, he named him Tony.
his name was Tony. All goblins are named Tony.
Okay.
So we get the information we need out of him, and he, being a goblin, needed to be killed. So I killed him. And I guess everybody else thought my methods were a bit extreme because everybody just jumped down my throat about it. All I
Well,
did,
go ahead, tell him.
all I did was have Tony face the rest of the party while I told him that he was home and we'd be friends forever. And while I was telling him this, I stabbed him in the back.
You Lennied him.
Yeah.
Stop.
Which
You you gave him peace and paradise, and then you took it away from him in a matter of seconds, all while we had to watch you do this. We have a monk in our group, guys. He's not okay with that.
He got over it.
I guess he had to, otherwise we
Yeah.
couldn't proceed. So, needless to say, I feel Mike's character and our Goliath monk here aren't on the best terms right now. So, as we continue on, we've gathered the information from that goblin. We've gotten to then this now cave where we know that um, one of our targets that we have to find here is located. And Mike decides to charm another goblin.
Because we needed information. All right. That's what I'm the information guy. So I charmed this goblin named Tony.
Two.
No, just Tony. They're all just Tony. So, all right, we get the information we need from him, and just outside this cave, there's a creek. So I figure, all right, what's the humane thing to do? So I walk Tony over to the edge of the creek, and I force his head underwater. So I figure, all right, I'll drown Tony. And I made sure he was looking up so he could see us all.
One strength check later, and there's a drowned dead Tony floating down the river.
They're
Just
goblins.
I guess just we just gotta go through and keep you away from the dwarves. If this is how you're gonna act for just normal goblins, I can only imagine what your character is against these dwarves. So knowing what I know about your hatred for dwarves, and I feel like it's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to stop from happening once we find our compatriot here. I can't watch a dwarf get his throat slit in front of me, all right? I'm not gonna let it happen.
Well, like I said, just make sure I'm not the one that finds them.
I guess I'll have to like stop you from there and knock you out or something. I'll let one of the Goliaths do it. They're huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like maybe
I can talk them into it. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So needless to say, we make it through, we get the information we need, and a little trickery is going on here throughout the party, just because we're trying to go through and collect some stuff. So our druid at some point here has also tried to take more gold from us, and we all found out about it. And so through his roles, he is not very sneaky. Everybody finds out about this. Now all of us are mad at him as well, and we've decided to give him less treasure upon completion of this.
Yeah, but you need to remember the druid came through for us in the cave. I'm pretty sure he was the one who killed the bugbear and the goblin. Where
No
were
way.
you? Where were
I was
you when this was
What?
going on?
You want to bring this up? Where
Yeah.
were you?
I fell down a cliff trying to heal one of the Goliaths. So like we kind of beelined through the cave. We were supposed to go to the tunnels, but we just like climbed up a cliff and threw down a rope. So our druid and our two Goliaths, they get up to the top of the cliff, and there's no room for anyone else up there. One of our Goliaths is like a hit point away from dying. So I figure, all right, I'll climb up there. I have a touch-based healing, so I figured I'd reach up, grab the back of his foot, and heal him. I failed the strength check, fell 30 feet onto my head, and killed myself.
That's very true. That is what happened, guys.
Yeah.
And then, as I watched him fall down that 30 feet onto his head, I had to be the one to give him a saving check here. And I stabilized you, so you're welcome. Now, on that, since they blocked the way and I had no way of getting up there, I thought my best choice was to go and try and find another way through the cave. Well, the cave's a lot bigger than it looks. So, as I adventured and scurried around here, I didn't find anything that I could get to them in time. So I made the choice to run back into the room. And as I found out here, I think both of our Goliaths died or were downed.
Yeah.
And as I got back up there, it was just a druid being chased around by a goblin. So I got up there and shot at the goblin, which then distracted it so that he could kill it on his next move. So I helped.
Yeah, okay.
I did more than you.
I got all the information. We
I don't want
only
to hear
got
about your
that cave.
goblin murder fetish.
We only got to that cave because the first goblin I charmed told us about it. Told us about it.
That's fair, I guess. And then you did sadistic murder on him.
Oh, it wasn't so bad. Just wait.
Just you wait.
Yeah,
What are you,
I learned.
chaotic evil?
Yeah, I learned a couple of spells when I leveled up that are
Oh, that's right.
gonna be fun to use. So
So, our session ended with we killed the bugbear in there. We found the
the
guy who was
guard of
escorting the dwarf that we were looking for, and he told us where to go from there. And we made it back to town, got some gold, and leveled up. So now on our next session, it's off to find, I think it was Cragmaw Castle. So if
yeah.
you guys are familiar with that campaign here, since we're first starting out, you guys might know what's going to happen a bit later on. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready
Yeah.
to play again.
Oh yeah. Maybe once we get a little bit better, know what we're doing, and don't constantly scream at each other for like 10 minutes, we can start recording these. But for now,
Right. Throw
for
those
now,
on the channel just
yeah,
because
it would just be like watching your parents fight.
it's never fun. Yeah, we think it ended up lasting like
Oh,
6 hours.
yeah, we started at like 8 p.m. I think we stopped around 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock.
That was such a long time.
It
I
didn't feel
remember.
like it, like
No, it
at
didn't.
all.
It went by. It was fun,
Yeah.
but I remember getting done because I told Jennifer, I was like, "Hey, this will only be about 3 hours or so. Then we can, you know, do something else afterwards." I come stumbling out of my office. It's done. Destroy it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So hopefully next time, I would say if it is going to be a 6 hour session, I got to prepare better.
Yeah. And I feel like it's gonna have to be a 6-hour session because in those 6 hours, I think we only did anything for like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this was our first one, and like establishing everything took up a good chunk of time. So hopefully next time we can like get the ball rolling a bit faster. But
Right. We'll we'll give you guys an update here if that's what you guys want to hear about.
yeah,
Just let us know, I guess, in the comments if you're curious about what sort of weird antics that go on and how many more goblins might charms and kills just to fuel his
as
sadistic
many
needs.
as we need. All right.
As long as we get the information, we should be fine. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Afterwards, I've charmed, then I can do what I want. Like, you can't just kill everybody. You're gonna
Watch
be a
me.
thorn in my side.
We are partners in crime. Remember who
Oh,
distracted the
yeah.
yeah. So we
That's right.
can't go back into that store.
No, well, as long as I don't have that crossbow thing equipped, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Just sell it back to him. That's how video games work, right?
Yeah.
Oh well. But I would say here, we'll go through, get another session in, let you guys know, and then, of course, as we talked about before, let us know what you want to see. What kind of content do you want from us?
Yeah, do you actually want to hear about our Dungeons and Dragons campaigns? Because, like, if you don't worry, we won't force you guys to listen to it. I mean,
I
if you
will.
do, all right.
I'm just gonna upload an hour-long thing of just a recap of what we talked about.
Right.
Cole, half of this is you just forgetting what's going on and saying a lot,
Right.
or you just make shit up. Nobody's gonna ever believe it, so I can
Right.
say what I want.
Nobody can prove you wrong, so
Either way, it's gonna be fun.
yeah.
Hopefully, you guys like it because
Yeah,
I
look
did.
forward to it. Now, are we playing again this Friday or
I think that's the goal. At
right.
least that's what I think's gonna happen. We'll have to play it by ear and
Yeah.
see what everybody else says. But either you'll have an update next week or in the next 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah. You'll get it when you get it,
Yeah, just
and you'll be
that's what
happy
we'll do.
about it.
If you want it, that is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, oh well.
So, anything else you got worth talking about, or are we done here?
Are we done here? Yeah, we can call it for now. I had fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good
Yeah. Yeah.
chatting with you again.
Yeah. I feel like I haven't talked to you in days.
At least 3.
All right. So, thanks for listening. Let us know if you have any game recommendations, or if you actually do want to keep hearing about our Dungeons and Dragons adventures and me carrying the party and maybe accidentally
Oh,
brutally
God.
murdering some goblins.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye.